So,
Right.
Jacob Hester, you're the head coach of Ole Miss.
Yep.
Got your team in a historic run for Ole Miss. You've been the head coach there for a good handful of years.
Right.
You've really built that program up to a place
Yep.
where it's nationally relevant. And actually playing for a national championship this year with the opportunity to go and beat your rival this week.
Yeah.
Set up.
Still not getting to Atlanta. Right.
Yeah. But
Unless
you still
some
got a
crazy
chance to
things
get in a
happen.
playoff. You actually have a chance, Jake, to host a playoff game in Oxford. But there's this itch you've been wanting to scratch for a long time. That's the LSU job. But that means that you got to leave your team high and dry. You got to leave those young men that you've been developing and molding and recruited and been spent time with their families. You know their parents' names. You know their brothers and sisters' names. Got a great relationship with them.
Just get to it.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to leave them to take your dream job? Even though the current place is offered to match, they said they wouldn't be outbid. So they would match all the money, all the monies. You leaving or are you staying?
All right. So the meathead in me, which is like 98% of me, is saying, stay. I'm going to coach that team. It's unfortunate the timing because I do want to go to my dream job. So, yeah, that portion of it. And, look, y'all probably knew the answer. I think that's why Matt asked the question. He wanted to hear me say it. Like, I would coach that team for sure. It's just what I would do. I've never been a coach, obviously, anywhere close to this level. So I don't know the dream job portion of this.
8 U's, not
10 U, sir.
10 U. My bad.
I don't know. I mean, we're getting up there in years. So, like, that portion of it. So, like, it's hard for me to answer it. Like, again, what I would do, I'd stay. Y'all know me. But I'm not there every day, so I don't know if, like, okay, like, in his mind, he's like, dude, we're doing everything we possibly can, and we're still not getting even to Atlanta. We still got a chance to win a championship. I don't think they do, but they have a chance. And so, but they've still never been to Atlanta. They've still never gone to an SEC champ. The team that you say is not in the SEC, Missouri's gone to 2. And they've been in the conference for 13 years. Texas 1 year in, and they went. So, like, there's that portion of it, too, in his mind. I'm sure he's thinking, man, they went to an SEC championship game under Brian Kelly. And they moved on from the guy. So I don't know what, in his mind, if he sees, like, the path for success and how tapped out he thinks they are there. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Again, they still have a chance this year. They'll make the college football playoff unless crazy things happen. I get what you're saying, but that's the only thing I can think is he's thinking, man, we've done all of this. We've done all this great work. We keep getting praise for all the things we've done here, and we still haven't even played for the conference title.
If you think, well, okay. So you're saying you would stay?
Just based off coaching the team and them having a chance,
Yeah.
I think I would. But again, I do want to point out I don't know what it's like to have a top tier dangling right there for you. Like, as a player, I'm trying to think like what that comparison
For one,
would be.
It would bother me that I would have to, that I'm going to leave to go play, to go take the job of a school that I got to play every single year. That part would bother me, certainly. There's 0% chance that I would leave. In a comparable situation. Of course, if it was LSU and it was me, I would leave for anybody to go coach at LSU. But
does anybody know where home is for Lane Kiffin?
Fresno State.
Fresno State. Okay, just make sure.
That's comparable. He would leave.
Fresno State's where he played. So he was Billy Bullock's backup.
To have to sit there and look those men in the eye and say, I'm leaving you before the playoffs start, that enough alone in itself would be enough to not make me take a job somewhere else. Maybe not because of like what exactly I want, but how hard it would be to leave a situation like that, especially at this time. Now, if they had 3 or 4 losses, that's a completely different situation. And I mean, I loved what Nick Saban said on game day this past weekend about, he did say that it wasn't a Lane Kiffin issue. Conundrum, I think was the word. It's a college football issue. The timing of everything. Early signing day for high school kids is dumb. And it makes everybody have to rush and make these decisions. It makes coaches have to make these awful, impossible decisions of leaving a team to take another job. They shouldn't have to do that. Lane Kiffin should not have to decide right now. Saban compared the NFL to the college. In the NFL, you cannot leave a coaching job until your team's season is over.
Right.
It should be the same thing in college football, and it's not. And I know it's impossible to do that because of all the schedules. Change the schedule. Somebody step up to the plate and make college football make sense. It is in such a foobar state right now that a coach that's coaching for a national championship with a group of young men, 18 to 23 years old, he's got to tell them bye in the middle of their chase, in the middle of what they've built, because he's taken a better opportunity. No one can blame him for taking a better opportunity, but the circumstance in which he has to do it is crappy. It's awful, and it's college football's fault. And yeah, you can blame him and say, well, Coach, Lane Kiffin can't ever talk about loyalty again if he decides to leave. You can't say, oh, you got to be loyal to the team, player XYZ, whatever it is. Well, the foobar state of college football has forced him to make this decision, and it sucks. Like I said, I would be ecstatic if he was a coach at LSU. I would be upset at the situation. I love the coach. I hate the circumstance.
Yeah, that part of it is completely fair. Same situations. Looking at what the opportunity is, and you got to ask the tough question: do I go to a place that I think my career and the players can thrive? Potentially, like nothing's guaranteed by any means. Or do we, you stay here and like, what is the ceiling? Like, what truly is this the ceiling? Does he feel like he has squeezed every ounce of juice that he possibly can?
Who's to say? You're playing for national
I
championship.
don't know. I'm just saying.
Why would he think that's a loser mentality if you do?
We're not there every day, though. I mean, I agree with you. I agree. I'm saying we're not there day in and day out. We haven't been there for 6
you can't
years.
look at the history of Ole Miss because this isn't the same college football. It's a different era of college football. Look at what they've done since he's been there. Say, well, we're going to keep doing that. I'm doing this with a quarterback that I got from what
Ferris
college?
State.
Ferris State. Doing all this with a Ferris State quarterback.